Hey guys, welcome back to Living 757. Of course, there are so many ways that people find to cope with pain, right? And our next guest has found a way to do it, but through laughter. Of course, I'd like to welcome back to Living 757, Chaz Corbett from Social Butterflies Foundation. How you doing there, Chaz?
Hey, good to be here.
Well, you know, I know you're not the comedian, right, that's going to be bringing the funny, but you love comedy, clearly,
Yes.
right? Can you briefly just explain what your organization is about? Because we had you on a few months ago.
Social Butterflies Foundation is a nonprofit. We're the first and only one in Hampton Roads that's makes sure we provide direct assistance to lupus and fibromyalgia survivors.
Got you. And obviously, you've been doing that. And recently, you suffered a stroke, you know, a health setback, but you also live with lupus. So can you give us an idea of what that daily, I guess, experience is?
You never know what the day is going to bring.
And it was a mild stroke.
Yeah, it was a mild stroke.
Gotcha.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
You just never know what each day is going to bring. After that episode I recently had in February, my migraine started getting worse. Yeah. So now I have a different type of migraine that I have to worry about. But you just kind of take it day by day and keep pushing through. You know, everyone should know that you can still live a healthy life despite the illness. Yeah. Don't let the illness hold you back from doing the things you want to do. And laughing is the best medicine.
Yeah, well, you certainly love to laugh, all right? I remember I invited you to a show. You said, you know what, I just got out of the hospital, but I need this right now. And you showed up, and you laughed, and you enjoy yourself. So you are also organizing two events that's coming up in June. Can you tell us about these events in support of lupus and fibromyalgia?
The first one is the Butterfly Walk for Lupus and Fibro. We're doing that walk on June 10th at John B. Todd Stadium in Newport News. Okay. We're coming back out in person because we have been doing the walks virtually. Oh. But the great thing is Coco is coming back, and we got you hosting with Coco. Yeah. Our Grand Marshal is going to be Delegate Marcia Price. She's a newly diagnosed fibromyalgia warrior. Okay. So we definitely want to make sure everyone comes out, support, raise the awareness, and raise the funds so we can continue our free programs and services. It's going to be a family reunion. Right,
it's going to be a family reunion, but before that is what? It's the laughter.
Laugh Through the Pain
comedy show. That's right.
Yes. Sometimes you really do truly have to just laugh. Yes. To keep from crying.
Yes. Well, that's what our job is going to be. It's going to be at Kazi's on June the 7th. Yes. So that's a Wednesday, and then after that, you can walk off all the laughing that you did on that show. But Kazi's in Newport News, featuring the Newport News homegirl herself. This is the one that's bringing the funny. Just a little girl from Newport News doing some big things, and she's coming back to the 757. I'd like to welcome Coco Brown to the show. What's going on, Coco? How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. How are you all doing?
We are doing great. Glad to know that you'll be coming back to the 757, bringing some laughs. But I got to ask you, you are in the TV show, I guess it was called 911, right? That was with Angela Bassett.
I was. I'm on a couple of new shows now.
Well, yeah. I mean, so that's my thing. Like, you have done so many things, but did you think all of these things would be possible when you were growing up in Newport News?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I was raised so Southern traditional or traditionally Southern. I was supposed to go to college, meet a nice boy, get a degree, get a job, get married, have some babies, and news for the rest of my life. I wasn't supposed to do all that.
Yeah. Well, you're acting, and you got a new comedy special out too. I was on the Delta airplane, and I happened to look at my choices, and I saw it was Coco Brown stand-up. I said, this girl is on the plane with us as we're flying. So congratulations on your new comedy special. How did you could get connected with Chaz with the Social Butterflies?
Oh my gosh, Chaz, how did we meet, girl? We've been friends for so long. I don't think I remember how we met.
Right.
Yeah. Through Rhonda. That's what I want to say. Ooh, he would have asked me that question.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously y'all met and y'all been connected for a while. I mean,
Yes.
clearly doing these events and helping her to fundraise, and it's so cool to have
Yes.
people reach back and come back to the area. You know, and then of course I'll be hosting with you the walk this year, but the comedy show, let's talk about this comedy show. So I'll be the host on this show, but I'm gonna set it up for you, right? And you're gonna knock it down. Okay, so what can people expect coming from you coming back to the area?
You know, it's always good to come home because I get to reflect and talk about things that are very home oriented, you know, bring up things that only the people in the audience from the 757 from Bad News would know about, you know.
She said bad news.
They do that a lot of other places. So it's good when I can, you know, really personalize my material and make it, you know, more personal because I'm home and I'm in front of my home folks, you know, whatever. So they're going to laugh. Trust and believe you're going to laugh. But I'm going to throw a little personal stuff in there that you're going to be like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I know that, you know. So you're going to have a good time, boy. We're going to go down memory lane a little bit, talk about, you know, when you realize you're still a teenager at heart, because I still get scared every time I go down Warwick Boulevard and cross over Mercury.
Yeah, well, the one thing I know about Newport News, as long as you're off the numbered streets, I think you'll be all right.
Right. It's like once you pass Mercury Boulevard, it was like, you live in dangerous.
Yeah, start looking now. What high school did you graduate from?
Menchville, baby.
Are you kidding me? So
Monarch.
Ashley and our production assistant, Jessica, they are both Menchville grad. I forgot what y'all's mascot was.
Monarch, the lion.
The Monarchs, nice. So I'm sure Ashley, like, they would love to meet you in person. Y'all are all alum. Great.
Yes. Okay, I'm so not saying what year I graduated, so don't even ask.
Good. Well, we definitely cannot wait to see you. And what's the biggest part for you coming back to give back and help your good friend Chaz?
You know, it's so funny. You know, my favorite aunt, my Aunt G, was diagnosed with lupus when I was a child, and I watched what lupus did to her, you know, and how she fought to the very end. And it's always been something I've been very passionate about, just feeling a connection to. So when I met Chaz and she had Social Butterflies, it inspired me to create my own foundation called Wigs of Love, which is also a foundation that supports women. I'm actually having an event here in Atlanta on May 27th where we're honoring 4 women. Chaz is our keynote speaker. So I was super excited about that. You know, and we give back and we raise awareness as well as fundraise to find a cure, to find, you know, means for people that are going through that. And, you know, having Chaz as my sounding board because she's so knowledgeable, because she does suffer from it, but she doesn't let it beat her. So she's inspiring as well as informative for me.
Awesome. Coco, thank you so much for swinging by, and thank you so much, Chaz, again. Can't wait to see you on the 7th. So we got to go, but when we come back, we'll be playing some games and playing the game with a DJ. We're talking country when we get back. Stay right there.